Hey guys, it's Bang from PC Gaming here. Ark Survival Evolved has finally been released for the PC, and I'm here to just give you my views on it. Basically, it has been plagued by performance and bugs in its infancy, but it's finally been released. So what I'm going to do is show you the settings I'm using: resolution of 3440 by 1440 and high quality preset, and I'll show you what kind of performance I'm getting at the moment. Just quickly enable my OSD on the left. As you can see, I'm getting around 45 to 50 frames per second, and this is with an overclocked GTX 1080Ti. That's not the worst performance in the world, but it's still not desirable. A very demanding game for resources, as well as your actual available RAM on your computer. I've got 32 gigabytes of RAM available to me, and I'm using over 10. So for a game, that's quite a lot, because most people who own gaming PCs only own 8, which is why I recommend in this day and age to have at least 16, just to avoid any complications. Now, the game does look visually stunning, I have to admit. It has improved over time as well. They've added a lot more quality settings in the game. There's a lot better textures. There's been a lot of features added to the game since it's been developed. This game has done staggeringly well when it comes to financial reports. Now, when it was first available for testing and early release, it did generate around $10 million in the first year, and now it's generated over 150 million. So you can see this game is very popular, and I for one find it pretty fun. I didn't personally want to buy it, but a lot of my viewers recommended that I get it just for benchmarking purposes, and I've often found myself just intending to play for about 30 minutes and ending up spending 2 hours or more on the game. So I do see the appeal on the game. I just feel that the game still sucks in terms of performance, and it still doesn't feel too smooth. Every now and then you'll hit a dip in performance. I'm going to set it to the epic setting, the preset setting now, so you can see what the game looks like at its best settings and how much it impacts performance. Even with one of the best 2017 cards at the moment, overclocked, I still don't get anywhere near 60 frames per second. As you can see here, getting around 35 to 40 frames per second depending on where I am. So if you've got anything below a GTX 1080, and you are pretty much going to have to stick to high settings. Unfortunately, resolution doesn't impact performance too much. Even if you game at 1080p, you're still going to need a monstrous PC to get close to 60 frames per second. I feel generally that I hope this doesn't set a dangerous precedent for just early development games, and because of the success they've had, I still don't think this game feels finished. It's definitely not polished, and I think the demands on the hardware are way too harsh, and I just hope that other developers don't try to follow suit, basically, because that wouldn't be good for the gaming industry. I think this has been a one-off, and hopefully it will be the last of its kind. It is definitely the worst performing game I've ever played, and goes beyond what we would consider demanding. So those are my thoughts on it. It is a fun game, maybe worth the money for some people. Just as a development point of view, I think this is pretty much how the game's going to be. It's not going to get any better in terms of performance. We've been saying this for ages. We've been looking with every update if the performance was going to increase, but now the game's actually out and it's still the same as it was 2 years ago. So there you have it, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. That's pretty much my views on Ark Survival Evolved. Definitely not for everyone, and definitely still sucks when it comes to performance. So I'll see you guys in the next video, and as always, thanks for watching.